My name is Krista Schultz.
I'm Kathy Berger.
My name is Mike Pedersen.
I'm Riley Cabrera, and I play Emmy.
And I am playing Torvald.
I play the long-suffering Anne-Marie.
And I'm playing Nora.
My name is Kendra Carlson, and I am the director of A Doll's House Part 2. A Doll's House Part 2 is a 90-minute contemporary comedy.
It's a sequel to Ibsen's classic A Doll's House.
And it picks up 15 years after the famous slamming of the door from the original Henrik Ibsen play and begins with a knock at that very same door. A Doll's House Part 2 is a complete story in and of itself.
You don't have to read A Doll's House by Ibsen to understand what's going on in this show.
If I read A Doll's House, it was in college and I have no memory of it. I read the script and I was just struck immediately by how funny it is and how interesting and how twisty.
I love that the text is contemporary.
Delves into issues of marriage and divorce and families and children.
There were a lot. I was reading the play and all of a sudden I would just go, what?
When I first read the script, I was taken by how funny it is and how it straddles a really beautiful line between the real drama that's going on in these people's lives and the humor.
I really, as an English major, went in thinking I was going to be on Team Nora the whole time, and one of my favorite things that the playwright does with this is he makes the audience shift allegiances, and I think it's going to be, for me, something that's going to be fun after the shows is to see whose side the audience ends up on.
When I first heard of the show, it was when it was on Broadway, and I didn't know anything about it until I saw that they were going to do it through the Playhouse, and then I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's not really associated with Ibsen's original play. It is, it's a comment on it, but it's contemporary, and so it drew me in a lot more to the character and to the piece because of that.
I love this Nora. She's so self-assured and she has such vision and such plans, not just for her own future, but for the world. And it's just really fun to get carried along with her fire and her enthusiasm.
Emmy is interesting to me. She is complex and driven and knows what she wants, and I think although she doesn't believe in a lot of the things that her mom sees and wants for the world, I think a part of her will one day. She's just not there yet.
My favorite part of this play is watching the actors bring this story to life, watching them find the nuance, watching them fight for their character to bring the honesty that is behind the words that they're saying onto the stage, to reach these really high stakes that are happening in the room and coming to very, very different conclusions from one another, and yet both still managing to be right in their own way. I think it's just a fascinating script.
People should come see the show because it's some stellar writing and fantastic actors. Just really some great performances all around, super accessible and really enjoyable.